Anyway, let's take a look at this. Someone sent over an anti-union TikTok.
That's why I'm essentially against unions, because pretty much every single unionized position are paying their employees, a lot of their employees, way more than they deserve.
Okay, well, fuck you. I'm sorry. Who is making the product? Who is doing the service? It's the employees. Even when we're talking about, like, just the immediate, like, let's think of a franchised company, right? Let's think of your local Starbucks. Your manager at your Starbucks is making a lot more money than your, on the line barista. That manager will sometimes get on the line whenever it's really busy. But for the most part, they're not on the line. They're at most checking inventory that the shift managers, which are just paid a little bit more than a regular barista, that the shift managers have already done. And then, again, approving orders. That's it. That's all they're doing. And then going on, reviews with district managers. The people that are generating all the revenue for that location are the people that are making, at least in my area, $7.50 an hour.
And the ones that truly have the ability to excel are picking up other people's slack, or they're not getting paid what they should be getting paid. They should be getting...
Okay, you want to talk about merit-based pay scales. Here's the thing. Unions are not the solution to this problem. They are just fair, right? It's just fair that you're able to collectively bargain for your wages and your benefits. The solution to it, outside of obliterating capitalism, is a fully democratized worker self-directed enterprise, aka a co-op. But co-ops also have co-ops are not worker self-directed enterprises, but they are as close as you can get, right? But this guy is also not going to be in favor of co-ops. I'm on merit and it sucks because they cap it. Right. Even that. JFK Rowling's mom is now anti-Zionist and pro-union. A lot is changing these days, y'all. Hell yeah, JFK. That's awesome.
Paid more than the people, simply doing the status quo or even below. Listen, I've worked in unionized environments.
Okay, first of all, simply doing the status quo, you mean their job? So if they're simply doing what's asked of them, okay, so you mean they're doing their job. They're not staying late or coming in early and not getting paid for it. Because here's the real thing. When people say oh man, people who are doing all the extra work are not getting compensated. Okay. Fair. You want to pay them more? Cool. That's not a problem with unions. That's a problem with the managers and the company owners. They're not getting compensated. Let me tell you who does get rewarded, who does move up the pay scales. It's not those guys that are coming in and eating shit. It's the ones that do the bare minimum and never complain. In every single job I have ever worked, the people who have valid complaints never get raises. They never get raises. They never move up in their pay scales or in their position in the company. They don't get promotions. It's the people who show up on time and clock out on time, never ask for anything, never they only use the very minimal amount of their sick leave and their PTO. They'll come in sick, right? I know people who have had valid complaints who were almost immediately let go afterwards. Yeah. When you are in a meeting and your boss tells you oh, we're doing this, and you raise your hand and you're hey, I have an idea. How about we try something like this? we've all kind of been talking about this, and like we really think that this would help with not only our workload but could bring in more revenue. And your manager says, nope, we're not going to do that. Can't do it. Not in the budget. 6, 8, 9 months down the line, they implement that exact thing, but there's little tweaks around the edges, and those little tweaks are like significant enough that they still fuck you over. And when you're like, hey, we said that we should do something like this earlier, but you know, this is different. Why did we do this? It's basically the same thing, except this one's worse. Oh, well, you never brought that up. Oh, well, that's crazy. What? No, you should have told us something.
Unionized environments. I know exactly how this shit works. Exactly how it works. And the people that do great work get and then those people that are capable of doing good work, they stop doing it. Because why the would you? It's literally socialism in a micro workplace environment.
I mean, he's not wrong. It is a socialistic model. You know, they've got some little tweaks here and there. The only thing that's socialist about it is collective bargaining. But also, you've worked in unionized environments, and likely every person that I've talked to who says this shit, their chief complaints is that they want to be able to negotiate their salary with their boss outside of the union. They will never get those raises just talking to their boss, though. They will always get denied, but they think that because they have to like go with their contract and wait until their union contract is up to negotiate it, they get mad. Yeah, they think that they can like out-scab the union workers. What the fuck? Okay, I don't know what this is.
Literally, you know, the employees are robbing from the great ones because those great ones should be getting paid more, and those employees should be getting paid less. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm willing to bet you, guy with low tapered fade and faux hawk combo, he was not one of those great workers, which is why he's on a podcast, by the way. How many likes does this have? 33,000 likes. I gotta see the comments. Sounds like an employer, not an employee. Was a foreman for non-union electrical workshop. Union jobs across the street. The JWs were making $20 an hour more than me, so I went union. I mean, unions are why my dad was able to raise me and my sister not in complete poverty and give us a shot at a somewhat middle-class life. Hashtag pro-union. Unions are not perfect, but better than being a scab and having no rules for management. Union is lazy man's backbone. From user 9506425243236. This guy is spot on, and I'm a union employee, bitch. Yeah, the one guy, one like, and it's from the dude who posted it. Oh, Dan Crosby, CEO. Okay, let's see. Entrepreneur, investor, course owner, future billionaire, sub for tips. DanCrosby.com. Let's check it out. Every time, dude. Every time. I like how this dude is posing in front of a bunch of cars. There is a 98 Ford Mustang back here, and I respect the man who's driving around a 98 Ford Mustang, but you ain't ballin', dude, okay? These are rentals. That's your real car. You got a Ford Mustang back here, you got a Jeep Wrangler, and you got like a Buick. Let's see. What's his website? Embracing Risk, a lesson from the BioSteel acquisition. Overcoming our natural tendency for success to create success. Overcoming our natural tendency for success to create success? What? Breaking free, the path to financial freedom that no one tells you about. The strategies of large private equity firms and how you can apply them. Prioritizing focus and agility, the dual keys of effective scaling. Oh my god. Every time, dude, they're selling sessions. They're selling sessions. Why I hate the minimum wage?
I don't like it. I think that you should be paid based off of your value. I also think that minimum wage also prevents me from paying the people that work harder more. Minimum wage.
How? How does a minimum wage prevent you from paying hard workers more? It's not a wage cap. Nothing is preventing you from paying them more other than you being a dog shit business person. Also, I love that it always comes down to...
I think that you should be paid based off of your value. I also think that minimum wage also prevents me from paying the people that work harder more. Minimum wage has also reduced my employee count because
I've had to fire people because now I'm investing.
now I'm investing into automated machinery. I don't like it. I think that
Dude! First of all, what automated machinery? You ain't making shit, dude. You ain't making shit. You don't produce anything. You sell sessions. This dude is not a CEO. He has an LLC. He has an LLC. He files as an S corp. He makes all of his money through like a subscription-based program that pays through PayPal and by selling like merchandise through like Printful. That's it. Yeah, 25 likes, by the way. Should be based on your merit. And by the way, the reason we have a minimum wage is because motherfuckers like this, if they actually owned a business, would pay you less. Mega Baller over here on his bum podcast with his lame side part making wild claims for engagement for ad money. Weird take. I like my side part. Yeah, didn't address the other thing. Also, notice the ADHD content, by the way.
you should be paid based off of your value. I also think that
Top zoom, a little crispy thing, a little weird gradient thing, like the captions are like constantly moving.
minimum wage also prevents me from paying the people that work harder more. Minimum wage has also reduced.
Yeah, rapid cuts. It's just there for your like ape brain. Nothing is for free. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, nothing's free. People seem to think that, you know, we have free healthcare, we have free daycare, free dental, all this stuff.
Who's we? Bitch, who is we? You mean corporation greed, lol, billionaires you people are fine with? As opposed to paid healthcare, which the middle class doesn't take the brunt of it? Dude, this is why Biden and the Democrats and the Republicans want to ban TikTok. Because even this shit isn't working on TikTok anymore. Where this is supposed to pop off. This is where Andrew Tate made his career.
Like, it's not free, we pay for it.
How do you pay for it?
Through taxes
And?
inflation. It's
We pay for it through taxes and inflation. That doesn't even mean anything. The taxes part, yeah, but the inflation, what do you mean? What do you mean we pay for it through inflation?
It's actually the middle class that is actually like taking the brunt of it, because it's typically the middle class that doesn't own any of the assets. And yeah, nothing's free. People
And we just drop off? Unions prevent higher wages?
I'm advocating for good, valuable work and hard work. That's what I'm advocating for, and the union prevents that. It looks like the people that are hard workers don't.
I need this person to come on the show. I need this person to come on the show. Where's his website? I need this motherfucker on my goddamn show. Is there like a contacts page? Subscribe. I don't want to subscribe to you, motherfucker. Chat. Sign into Substack. There it is. There it is. Dan Crosby. At Dan Crosby CEO. Up, paying for Twitter. Paying for Twitter. I want to point out something else, by the way. This little apartment complex that he's taken a picture of. Dude, there's the Mustang again. That he's taking this picture in front of. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere. Infinite podcast loop. I gotta find his email. What's this? Substack, Threads, TikTok, Twitter. Road to billion. I need this dumb bitch on my show so bad.
I have had
Who has more rights, landlords or tenants?
across the board. When in the better quality property, less just happens. That's what I can say. I've seen it across the board. My better my class A, single family homes in amazing neighborhoods. Yeah, you hear a lot less from them.
I had a stupid
but you
call.
still have
No, I had a
you
call-
still have issues.
I had a call yesterday. I had a super high end property,
Terrible podcast quality, by the way. Can't even have a noise gate to like block out you coughing.
like $2,600 a month for one floor.
I called it landlord. I'm willing to bet you this man is not a landlord. Show me this. Show me the receipts. Show me the deed. Literally show me. Show me the pay stubs. Show me the banknotes that you, or the bank statements from your tenants paying you and you putting it in your bank account. Show me. As a Mustang nerd, that doesn't look like a normal Mustang. It looks like a 03 to 04 Cobra, which are basically the early 2000s Hellcat.
Of a triplex, and it's like, hey, I need some salt.
A triplex.
Can you go pick it up for me? And I'm like, yeah, you know what? This is technically the landlord's responsibility, but like, go get your own salt. Like, just go to the store. But here's why I think it
You gotta be
sucks.
careful what kind of salt you get, eh? Yep.
Here's why I think it sucks, because landlords have no rights. So that.
Landlords have no rights. Bitch, you can increase rent arbitrarily, and unless there are rent caps and rent controls or tenants unions in your area, there's nothing that your tenant can do about it.
If you try to like play hardball or stand your ground as a landlord, they can screw you over so bad that you have to tiptoe around every little thing, right?
This guy's the MLK
you can't
of
argue with them, you
landlords.
can't debate with them. If they're late on rent, you got to be careful, because if you hit them with the notice and all of a sudden they trash your place, you'll never get, like, it's so skewed.
Oh, they'll trash your place. Oh, okay, so again, it's not theirs. The fuck? Canadian protein. This was tough. This was a tough, stressful week, but it ended on a very positive note with another request from Costco exceeding $20 million. Thank you all so much for the support. So he is Canadian. Today marks a significant milestone for Canadian protein with 38 truckloads of our products. Oh God, he's a suppy shiller. Oh no. And I don't know what the regulations in Canada are like, but if it's supplements, if it's proteins, then if it was America, it would be entirely unregulated. Oh, it's FDA approved. Cool. Not regulated, though. Also, FDA approved for things like vitamins and supplements is nothing. You could thank me after.
Are you tired of living?
Ooh! How to become a millionaire in your 20s. Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to find a good video so I can, quote tweet him and be like, this dumb bitch needs to, get on my show now. People want to see you fail because it justifies risk they decided not to take. Hashtag entrepreneur. 7 likes. Damn, dude, this really popped off. How many followers does he have? 956 followers. Yeah, future aspiring billionaire. Yeah, you got it, dude. You got it. Ideas plus execution equals consistency equals down below. Great success. 5 likes. Okay, I'm just gonna quote tweet this one. TikTok rabbit hole led me to this loser that's running another Andrew Tate / PBD scheme. The fake podcast racket never fails to attract the dumbest people imaginable. Is he even worth engaging with? He's smaller than you. True. Yeah, he needs to get his numbers up, and then maybe we can talk. Love when Gremloe brings out the dumb bitch insult. So old school, so accurate, so pure. Yeah, douchebag, shitbag, and dumb bitch. I just, classic. How to become a millionaire in your 20s. What do we have? Intro, common myths, start a business. Yeah, just start a business. Flip the split, cash on hand. Oh, fuck yeah. Common myths.
The road to financial success is very difficult. You might have student loans, credit card debt, or maybe even a job that you hate that barely pays the bills. Maybe you're struggling with the fear of failure, like I had, and probably actually still do. Maybe it's information overload from the internet, or pressure to keep up with your friends and family. I get it, and all too well actually, which is why I'm here to help you overcome them and address common roadblocks like limited resources, a lack of experience, and a fear of taking risks. But before I get into my strategies and how I did it, let me dispel
Yeah. I like how we did at least put in the biggest thing that is a hurdle to financial success and disposable income. Lack of resources, aka not already being wealthy.
few common myths and misconceptions about becoming wealthy in your
No education listed on his LinkedIn. His first business was renting a Dodge Sprinter with a driver, like private limo service. I bet he was the driver.
20s and a millionaire before you're 30. Myth number 1, to become a millionaire in your 20s, you must come from a wealthy family or have a high-paying job. The truth is that many self-made millionaires came from poverty and built their fortunes through smart investments.
List 5 millionaires in their 20s that did not come from intergenerational wealth.
Entrepreneurship and financial discipline. It is not how much money you start with that matters, but what you do with that money and how you make it work for you that matters.
So, like, as far as getting wealthy in your 20s, there are two things that are primarily the most important things to, like, building wealth. Okay, this is my session. Okay, this is my like, you know, top tips to wealth creation in the modern age. 1, already be rich. 2, get very lucky. That's the top 2 tips. Be very, very lucky. You can come from like a... Tibbert, shut up. Good God. You could come from like a pretty like secure upper middle class family and have like not that much that your parents provide to you, you know, other than like maybe buying you a car or like having connections to getting like a good job out of college, them paying for your college, right? Or even like going halfsies on your college. If you are not very lucky, you could just end up just being an accountant, and that's it. And that's as far as you can go. School debt, medical debt. Hopefully you never get in a car accident or have some kind of like medical issue that's like, you know, eating up your income. Hopefully you're in a good like housing market in your area, that you were like, you knew somebody that would give you a good deal on like a apartment to rent. Everything is luck.
It's number 2, making money in your 20s is all about luck. While luck can play a role, financial success is primarily the result of
hard work. Motherfucker. If you're working 12-hour shifts, if you're working doubles at the Waffle House or at Walmart, you're still working at Waffle House or Walmart. Goddamn rent is like 2/3 of people's income.
work, perseverance, and making smart decisions. You can absolutely create your own opportunities for success by educating yourself, taking calculated risks, and learning from your mistakes. And myth number 3, to accumulate wealth, you must be a financial expert. Although a strong understanding of personal finance...
This is true, because the moment that you can just hire a CPA to do bookkeeping for you, like, that's fine. You don't have to, like, be super good at, like, finances. Literally, like, the solution is, again, have enough money to pay someone else to do your bookkeeping.
finance is advantageous, you do not need to be a Wall Street guru to achieve financial success. You can make smart financial decisions and grow your wealth over time by leveraging the knowledge of experts.
My guaranteed way to become rich. Pick the right spawn point. Everything else is around the same odds as winning the lottery. Yep.
Constantly learning and following proven strategies. So now that I've debunked these common myths, let's get into the...
I'm sorry. You have not debunked any of them. You just said these are not true. You haven't debunked shit.
strategies for becoming a millionaire in your 20s.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, there's two high-level choices you have to make. Choice number one, you work as an employee and invest your earnings. Choice number two, you start a business. Now, many of you might...
Okay. We are encountering the myths part of this section, though. Where do I get the money to start a business? Let me guess. Drop shipping.
I think that the most common and easiest way to become a millionaire is to start your own business because of what you might have seen on social media and all the flexing going on. Or maybe what some guru has told you. But hear me out. What you might not realize
Projection, Andy.
is that according to data from the US Census Bureau, only about 4% of all US businesses generate more than $1 million in annual revenue. Additionally, only about 0.4% of businesses generate $10 million or over in annual revenue. Now, knowing this,
Yeah. It's top heavy for a reason. Go into the reason why.
when you consider that the average net profit margin of these businesses in the United States, according to SageWorks, on average, was only 8.1% in 2021. That means this stat translates to an annual profit margin of only $80,000 for that very small percentage of 4%.
Like, consider that the vast majority of businesses are just LLCs. Like, I have a business. That is an LLC. I am not a goddamn millionaire. We are not coming anywhere close to the, like, $1 million revenue unless some people want to get their subs up, you know? Unless people want to, you know, juice this chat and us go just absolutely crazy. But, like, that is what the vast majority of businesses are. It's like LLCs, it's small, like, proprietors that are owning, like, you know, very small businesses, like lawn care and stuff. The top heavy businesses are the ones that those companies are working through, right? Because if you own a lawn care business, unless you manufacture your own, like, lawn care equipment, somehow, you are utilizing DeWalt, John Deere, whatever it is. You're utilizing, like, other companies that are the ones that actually making profits off of you just buying that equipment. Gremloe's a small business tyrant? Yes.
Of businesses bringing in $1 million or more. Further, the United States Census Bureau reported that 14% of Americans earned $80,000 or more in 2020. Now, I realize that there are nuances with regards to, you know, write-offs and etc., but when you take all of this into account, your chances of being a millionaire as an employee are statistically higher, especially when...
I'm sorry, what? Your chances of being a millionaire as an employee are higher. Motherfucker, you just saw that 14% of like employees, people making like 1099s or W2s, are making 80,000 or more. Meaning that the other, we'll exclude a 1% in this. The other 85% of the country is making less than $80,000 a year. How the fuck are they going to be billionaires?
And you also take into account that only 10.4% of the population...
One thing you don't consider is that you need to grind more and grift more.
...owns a business, and 87.4% of the population is employed, meaning that the majority of you watching this are more than likely employees. That can actually leverage your current situation. Now, I'm also well aware of the vast majority of you that probably hate your job and believe you should quit because...
Listen, man, I followed this man's advice, and I'm not the first Twitch chatter trillionaire, okay? Trust. I'm now the first Twitch chatter trillionaire. Okay, trust. Okay, well, now you're the first Twitch chatter trillionaire. Well, you know what I mean?
Because some internet guru told you that you should. But I completely disagree with this concept. What you need to do...
Is he seriously talking about the US? Yes. The thing you need to understand is that this is a very specific content pipeline. Because what this guy does, here's how his business model works, okay? If he owns properties, right? He's taking his properties, since he doesn't have a job and he has passive disposable income, and he has invested it in a probably like two editors to cut YouTube content and YouTube and TikTok shorts, right? Because he's clearly not focusing on his Twitter because he's got like less than 1,000 followers. He is cutting this content to get ad revenue on YouTube AdSense because he's got what? I mean, he might be 900 views. How many videos? He might be partnered. If he's on Facebook, he's making much more money on Facebook ad revenue, but he's probably not making a whole lot on YouTube. He's got a ton of videos on YouTube, but I guarantee you he's not making that much on AdSense with 41 views. And that's coming from me. Like the video we put out yesterday, which by the way, guys, go watch it. Guys, gals, and NBs, go watch the new video. Video I put out yesterday has 169 views. The FT Signifier video has 4,000 views on it. Video I put out yesterday has 29 views on Easter. We're not even qualified for monetization yet. We're getting there. The Angola video is probably going to push us over. You got the FD stamp of approval? Yes, and hopefully with the Angola video, that'll push us over the monetization line. But this guy has a model of just getting enough people to look at his videos that someone will pay for his sessions. He is not a millionaire. He's not even a billionaire. Well, he's not a billionaire. He's not even a millionaire. But if he can get enough people to subscribe to his Substack, desperate to try and like figure out how to be rich because he fits the aesthetics, which not even because he doesn't even have a Shure SMB7. If he was a real podcaster, he would have one of these. It's the mic you've already heard, but he does have a Herman Miller.
All of the following strategies to kick off this journey. So the first step towards becoming a millionaire in your 20s is to increase your earning potential. Increasing your earning potential is a very crucial...
Wait. His other online moniker is Lambo Lapdog? Okay, yeah, so he has other... this is it. This is how you... I mean, he's in great shape, but this is how you... you diversify. You have a bunch of different PUA, MLM schemes, right? And you're not looking to like get as many people as possible. You're just trying to get the whales. Let's see the merchandise. Garbage. Carbon fiber sunglasses. Like, this is all trash. Hustle harder. Yeah, terrible. $49, I guarantee you. Let's see. Yeah, Shopify. Okay, so he's going through Shopify, probably using Printful for these prints. I can tell you right now. Let's just go to t-shirt, right? Let's see. Authentic Champion t-shirt, 100% cotton, screen printed. If I go to Printful right now, I could probably get the margins on this. $29 for this, and he probably makes about like $8-9 per shirt at best. Yeah, Twitter bot design. Yeah, authentic dog shit. Depending on which blanks he's using, he's probably making about $9 at most dollars per shirt. But considering that he doesn't have like a big fan base, this is not netting him revenue. The real thing that would net him revenue is his actual like his sessions that he's selling.
Step towards achieving financial freedom and becoming a millionaire by the time you're 30. While there's various ways to increase your income, have you
seen DBDR? That's what's a regular guy in the USA is like? No, I don't know what that is.
Popular strategies include increasing your working hours, increasing your hourly wage, and starting a side hustle to supplement your income.
Whoa, back up.
First step towards becoming a millionaire in your 20s is to increase your earning potential. Increasing your earning potential is a very crucial step towards achieving financial...
the classic how to earn more money and be a millionaire in your 20s. Take the Indeed income slider and move it to the right.
Freedom and becoming a millionaire by the time you're 30. While there's various ways to increase your income, 3 very popular strategies include increasing your working hours, increasing your hourly wage.
Yeah, work more and have your boss pay you more and do ride sharing on the side.
And starting a side hustle to supplement your income, especially
or
if the
drop shipping.
First 2 options are not possible. So let's go into more detail. Strategy number 1, increase your working hours. One way to increase your earning potential is by increasing your working hours. By taking on more...
You just said the same sentence 3 times in a row.
Work at your current place of employment, you can earn extra income while demonstrating dedication to your job. Taking this approach can also...
Yeah, no, I explained it earlier. You will not get promoted by working for free. Okay, first and foremost, if you are working part-time, okay, you're in your 20s, you have no like accreditation, you have no like degree program, you have no bona fides, and you are working, let's say, tech support, okay? Let's say you're working tech support and you're like, I want to work more hours. You're in your 20s, bona fides, so they're not going to put you on full time, because putting you on full time means they have to pay you benefits. So they're going to work you 39 and a half hours, and then they're going to fire you if you try and work more. So you have to stick with the company and just either have a second job, or hopefully they will give you a promotion to full time. And when you hit full time, you're restricted on how much overtime you can get, because they legally have to give you breaks. Hourly is so fucked that way, yeah. And let's say they put you on salary. You can't work more and get paid more. I love how they operate on the idea that the number in the bank account go up is essentially everyone's greatest love and the best hobby one can have. Yeah, because they're selling you on freedom. I've said this before. Many people try and get into this space and his space as well. His is financial freedom, right? His space is like, I'm going to sell you on how to be rich, and I'm going to make money doing it, even though I do nothing to make money. I just tell you how to make money. A lot of people want to get into content creation because it is a creative venture that you have autonomy in. You can actually like set your own schedule. You can decide what you do, even though anyone who's honest, who has like been able to like make a career out of it, will tell you that's for the most part true. But at a certain point, the expectations and the means by which you maintain that revenue necessitate diminishing your autonomy, right? I should take more days off, but I, 1, enjoy what I do, and 2, at my level, I have to be live as often as possible in order to maintain my revenue, in order to maintain my sub count, and keep my viewership. If I were to take like a week off, I would lose viewership. If I were to take a month off for mental health, I would lose viewership and lose revenue. But I would still have a certain level of autonomy, and that is what a lot of people want. They want to be free to choose their own adventure, right? Look at the companies he worked for. It's all no-name shit. I don't have a LinkedIn, so I can't see it. I'd rather listen to Black Pill than this PUA garbage. Black Pillars will give you better advice and increase your income and improve yourself. Black Pillars will not improve anything about you. Black Pillars will... Black Pill content is literally suey fuel. It's trying to get you to off yourself. I'm happy knowing exactly how much money I get at the end of each month. Want to increase your income, organize your workplace. Yes, the thing that he is against, the thing that like brought us here. Start a business. Let's see. I want to go over to this part. Flip the split.
It does, however, require discipline and sacrifice. Also, as your income grows, one very...
Oh, you found it? President and CEO of BioSteel. On December 1st, 2023, I closed on the purchase of a sports nutrition isotonic brand BioSteel. Founder of Coachwood Capital. Looking to invest in a high-quality real estate in the United States, Coachwood Capital is a firm for you. Leading real estate and investment firm offer Canadians the opportunity to invest in a diverse blah, blah, blah. Coachwood Golf and Country Club. Located in the beautiful city of Windsor, Ontario. 18-hole golf country club is the perfect place for golf enthusiasts and anyone looking for a top-notch recreational experience. Founder of Canadian Pro Team, we saw that one. Synergy Private Label. Expand your market reach. Yeah, the Synergy Private Label is probably just the marketing thing that he's using for his own thing. Yeah, he's a snake oil salesman. Black Pillars will give you advice and then blame you and make you feel like shit when it doesn't work. They'll basically suicide crystal mommies. Yep.
Common mistake is to participate in lifestyle inflation, which is a very common trap that can make it difficult to achieve your financial goals. Also, the very popular 50-30-20 income split that I see a lot of you guys referring to is frequently cited as a general rule of thumb for personal finance management. It essentially recommends that you spend 50% of your income on necessities, 30% on leisure, and 20% on savings and investing.
Yeah, here's the thing. If you are a wagee, at least 30% of your income is going to rent. At least 20% of your income is going into food, fuel, like healthcare, like your medicines that you need to purchase, whatever it is, your pharmaceuticals. And 50% of your other income is going into car insurance, homeowners insurance, utilities, gas and electric, stuff like that, internet, whatever it is. You know, car note. If you're a wagee, your boss is stealing your wages. Yeah. Black Pill does have some who promote CTB fuel. Majority Black Pillars always push a guy who is about to off himself with hopium and copes. Either you are referring to Black Pill content, like referring to stuff as Black Pill content that is not Black Pill content, or you are in deep, brother man, and need to unsubscribe from those channels and never engage with them again. Okay, I say this for your own personal safety.
30% on leisure and 20% on savings and investing. While you might think
about community, that's not community.
This is a good starting point. It's probably not enough if you want to become a millionaire in your 20s. To accomplish this goal, in my opinion, it's absolutely critical to at least reverse the 50-30-20 split and prioritize savings and investing. This means that you should invest a minimum 50% of...
Save 50% of your income. Will do, bud. Will do. Take notes, chat. Don't spend half your income.
Spend 30% on necessities, and spend 20% on leisure. And to be honest with you, I would even try to peel back that 20% as much as possible. Because by investing at least half of your income, you increase the amount of capital you can make work for you. When you have more capital to work with and to put to work in the right places, the more it grows, and the more it grows, the more your net worth grows. Now let's consider the following example. Assume your annual salary is $60,000 after taxes. The original rule says spend $30,000 on necessities, $18,000 on entertainment, and save $12,000. By flipping the split, this strategy could help you achieve your goal of becoming a millionaire in your 20s by
he edits his own vids or related that too? Oh, he probably has someone else do it.
significantly increasing your net worth much quicker.
This man doesn't know how to operate a fucking like Premiere Pro sequence. No.
So let me ask you this. Which one of the following examples do you think would help build your net worth faster? Something else you need to consider is reducing expenses in order to increase the amount of money available for investing. Maybe you need to downsize your apartment or your car, reduce the number of vacations or nights out, and
downsize your apartment or car. Notice how everything is put in corporate terms. Everything is corporate, like corporate Memphis speak. Downsize your apartment or your car. Okay, if you have a vehicle that's really expensive on fuel, like you bought a truck because you were working like, you know, manual labor, and you don't need the truck anymore, but you know, you're still using it for your day-to-day driver. Maybe sell it for like a, you know, more fuel-efficient vehicle. Sure, right? Downsize your apartment. I'm sorry. In this market, downsizing your apartment means paying more for less space. Literally. Oh, just go into a smaller apartment. You will be paying the same, if not more, for a smaller place. Downsize.
avoiding unnecessary purchases are all examples of steps you could take to do this. The sacrifice might be difficult in the short term, but they will definitely help increase your financial...
Entering into the market are buying like decade-old cars that will run into expensive repairs. It's literally bootstrap theory. Yep.
Freedom significantly in the long run. So to summarize this step, saving as much as possible is a critical step towards financial independence in your 20s. Discipline, sacrifice, and willing to prioritize investing over immediate gratification are all required. And while the 50, 30, 20...
This is just Andrew Tate. This is Ty Lopez. This is Andrew Tate. This is Patrick Bet-David. This is Tony Robbins. This is every snake oil salesman that has ever graced the presence of your TV or your computer. Nothing about this is new.
Split can be a good starting point for some. Flipping the split to prioritize investing can help you reach your financial goals faster and with greater success. And remember that changing your lifestyle to increase the amount of money you have for investing is a critical step towards achieving this goal before the age of 30.
He was born in 1983, so he's not that young. From everything I can find, he has a lot of companies. The transaction for BioSteel alone was $30 million. I'm pretty sure he's rich, but no clue if he comes from wealth or just got lucky. If he did come from wealth, these videos would have more views. If he did come from wealth and has a marketing company that he is like the founder of, he would have more traction on his websites. So it seems like he comes from money.
Part 3, use your capital that you've saved when an opportunity presents itself. Having cash on hand when an opportunity arises is a
Use your capital. Bitch, ain't nobody got capital.
Significant advantage for anyone looking to become a millionaire in their 20s. Listen, when opportunities come up, having cash on hand means you can seize the opportunities right away. And more often than not,
I'm not sure the electric company will understand that I need to invest 50% and I can't pay them this month. You have to have extra to be able to invest. Yeah. Sorry, Entergy. I'm flipping the split. So, an exchange. A trade-off. I give you a subscription to my Substack, and you don't charge me for my electricity bill. A trade-off. I run a 2-minute ad break at the top of the hour, and you subscribe to avoid said ad break. Sorry, let me do the finance guru guy hand thing, the hand vagina. Don't look over here, okay? Look at my posture. Okay? Look how wide I'm spreading right now. Okay? Don't look over there. Look right here. Gotcha. Yay.
Matters in business. This is why you see a lot of successful entrepreneurs emphasizing the significance of being ready to act when the right opportunity presents itself. Something also worth mentioning before I go any further, because I can see you guys already bringing this up in the comments. Unfortunately, for new investors without a track record, using the OPM strategy or other people's money is not really usually an option. Listen, banks and other lenders are often very hesitant to lend out money to people who have not at least demonstrated a proven track record of success or have experience. This emphasizes the importance of having your own capital available to take advantage of opportunities when they present themselves. Now we're going to go over the 2 best options that you have available to you for the capital that you've saved. Number 1, investing in assets that generate cash flow and pay dividends is one of the best options for building wealth.
here comes the buy land line. Renting properties.
Dividend paying stocks are an excellent place to begin for new investors who don't have much capital saved. This option can generate a consistent...
Bruh, in order for you to get in on dividend paying stocks, you have to buy like a lot of stock, okay? You have to be in the top like 10% of investors. Because remember, it's only the top like 12% of investment holders that actually see returns. Everyone else just has wasted money on the stock market.
Stream of income that can be reinvested to compound your returns over time. The second asset class that can generate cash flow and provide a significant return on investment is real estate, which you may or may not know is my all-time favorite option. Investing in cash flowing real estate is an excellent option for investors who have enough capital to invest.
There it is. Be a landlord.
Real estate offers a consistent stream of income over time by purchasing rental properties or other income-generating real estate, especially if you purchase the right properties in the right locations.
AKA gentrify.
In my opinion, is absolutely necessary. Another advantage of investing in real estate is that it can act as a hedge against inflation. As the cost of living rises, so can the rental income generated by real estate, providing a...
Come on, dude. Come on. That's all I gotta say. Sorry, I had to answer a quick little message there. You made me stand up today. I am not going to have to teach you a lesson. So, yeah, someone said pre-watch. Dude, all these guys say the exact same thing. They say the exact same thing. They say the same bullshit. Okay, listen, I would love to have this dude on and grill him on his scams that he's running. Because this shit is unacceptable.